In a way, education has a lot to do with housing affordability and the lack of it. For a start, as government funding for tertiary education has declined, foreign student numbers have increased. As they desperately tried to fund themselves, universities began to operate networks of agents around Asia to recruit students and paid them a commission for each fish they landed. Of the 4.5 million migrants who came to Australia over the past 10 years, 1.6 million were students. It's by far the largest component of our immigration program. Now, in its planning for the budget, Treasury assumed that 16% of students got permanent residency, but it's actually more than 40%. That increase in student numbers contributed to a doubling of immigration in the mid-2000s, and that, in turn, contributed to an undersupply of housing for 15 years. The shortfall evaporated during COVID, although it wasn't offset by a surplus, so it's still there and has now returned. Another contributing factor is that Australia doesn't recognise the construction trade qualifications of the Asian countries from which most migrants now come. The wave of immigration after World War II mostly came from the UK and Europe. Now, Australia accepted the trade qualifications of those countries and still does. So there was a flood of tradies in the 50s and 60s, but no tradies are coming from India and China now to build the houses they need. They're mostly commerce students or cooks. And finally, more families these days encourage their kids to go to university, not do a trade. The result is the construction sector employment has been static for 20 years, even as demand for housing has increased. So I think all these things come under the heading of the unintended consequences of good intentions.